Thank you so much for helping me out with this experiment. So we're studying the power of the sun. So that means I'm in my garage where there is no sun. What we want to do is we're going to use a special kind of paper, and it has a chemical on the top that when exposed to the sun or when it's sitting under the sun, it's going to turn colors. And what's on the surface of this paper is a pigment. And when the pigment absorbs energy from the sun, it's going to shoot that energy away and turn colors. And that's kind of like what the leaves do. The plant leaves, they have pigments in them that are mostly green. Some are yellow and some are orange. And they grab energy from the sun and they shoot that energy into the plants. And the plants use it to grow and to get bigger and to make oxygen for us. So that's really awesome. So today we're going to be using this stuff right here. It's a sun print kit. So I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then you're going to put it out in the sun and we're going to make a print. What you have to do to start is that you're going to go out into your yard or the park and you're going to find some leaves that are different shapes. So this is from an Oregon grape. This is from lupine from my yard. And then I found a pretty flower. This is a type of magnolia flower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all together, and then I'm going to get a print of these three things on a piece of paper, and I'll be able to keep it forever. All right, so check it out. Here's the instructions. So I'm going to be following the directions that are on the back of the package. And basically what it says is I want a piece of cardboard, and I just took the top off of a shoebox. And then you want to put your paper down. This is special paper, and it has a blue pigment on the top. Then you're going to arrange your plants however you want them. I'm going to put them upside down. I want to make sure that the leaves are all spread out. So I'm going to take these separately so I can see these leaves. I really like a lupine. They kind of look like palm branches. And then I'm going to take this flower and I'm going to spread it out also and put it down on this blue paper. Then the directions say you put this piece of plexiglass on top and push it down and flatten it out. All right, so now that I've made my sandwich, I want to take it outside and put it underneath the sun for 1 to 5 minutes. So let's go do that. So now we just have to wait for 1 to 5 minutes. I've put it underneath the sun. Okay, so I left it out in the sun for 4 minutes, and here's the sandwich. And it says I'm supposed to go ahead and take everything off. So when I do that, whoops, I can't really see anything. Not too much, but it says to put it in water for 1 minute. So I've got a tub of water here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the water. And you see the colors coming up? Oh, wow. So I'm going to leave it in here for 1 minute. It looks like I overexposed it, which means I left it in the sun for a little bit too long. But you can see down here are the petals. Here are my pretty lupine leaves. And here, that looks like it's my Oregon grape. But you know what's the problem with the Oregon grape is it was too high and it wasn't smashed down. So when you do it, Natalia, you want to find leaves that are easy to smush down and that lay flat. And then I think you'll have better luck than me. So I'm going to leave this in for just a little bit longer. I'm supposed to leave it in for a whole minute and then you dry it. So here's my sun print, and it's pretty nice. I'm going to let it dry. But what I would suggest is that you only leave it out in the sun for 1 to 2 minutes instead of 4 like I did. And I think that it will show up and be sharper. Also, make sure that you pick plants that can squish flat, and then you'll get a much sharper edge on every one of the leaves or flowers. It should turn out really neat. So what this shows is that the power of the sun coming down and hitting the pigment in this that has been put onto this piece of paper, it reacts with the power of the sun and turns colors. And that is exactly what happens when the pigments in a leaf take in the energy from the sun. They also change slightly, but they send all that energy inside the plant so that the plant can use it to grow. Very cool.